Stardew Valley has 5 skills and 30 different professions. The truth is that some of these professions are absolutely game changing and some are just bad. Let's make sure you pick the correct ones. This is a farming simulator first, so naturally the farming skill is the most important skill by far. You will get farming experience from harvesting crops, not from planting or watering them. Keep that in mind if you do play the game in co-op. Once you reach level 5 farming, you will get to pick between the tiller profession and the rancher profession. At this stage in the game, I would always pick the tiller profession because you are less likely to be profitable with animals and instead are just selling crops to make money in the early game. If you did pick the tiller profession, then at level 10 you'll get to pick between the agriculturist profession and the artisan profession. I won't lie, both of these are absolutely amazing. Depending on what crops you are growing, pick the agriculturist profession so that your crops with long growing times can grow faster, like a brand new ancient fruit or sweet gem berries. After everything is ready and processed into wine, use the artisan profession. A massive 40% increase in sale price for all artisan goods is too good to pass. It will affect processed goods from crops as well as processed goods from animals. It's just worth it. If you picked the rancher profession, you'll get 2 options at level 10 farming, the coop master profession and the shepherd. To be honest, I would not really pick these unless you have a very good and very specific reason. They will increase the speed that you befriend your animals. The coop master profession will reduce the time it takes to incubate eggs, and the shepherd profession will cause you to get more wool. Just stick with the tiller route, it's for the best. Now onto something that you will either love or hate: fishing. Fishing is important in this game. It's hard at first, but it gets pretty easy once you get good at it. To gain fishing experience, all you need to do is catch fish. Perfect catches and treasure chests provide bonus experience. Once you reach level 5 fishing, you will have 2 choices: the fisher or the trapper. Now I will be honest, the fisher profession is considerably better in the early game because of a large majority of our early game money will come from fishing, and a 25% increase is no joke, while the trapper profession will reduce the cost of crafting crab pots. If you pick the fisher profession, you will get to pick between the angler and the pirate profession at level 10 fishing. To be honest, both of these are pretty good. The pirate profession will increase the chances of finding fishing treasure by 15%, which can be very helpful, especially if you stack it up with other increases. While the angler profession will increase the sale price of fish by an additional 25%. Great if you often see yourself fishing and selling those suckers. If you picked the trapper profession, then at level 10 fishing, you will get to pick between the marina and the lure master profession. Surprisingly, both of these are good if you have many crab pots. The marina profession will stop your crab pots from producing trash, and the lure master profession will stop crab pots from requiring bait. Both are good, but I still prefer to go the fisher and the angler route. You are going to be doing a lot of mining in this game. Without mining for resources, there will be no sprinklers and crystallariums and all of those cool things. To gain mining experience, just destroy rocks, either with your pickaxe, with a slingshot, or with bombs. All of these will work. At level 5, you will get to pick between the miner and the geologist profession. The miner profession will cause 1 extra ore to drop per node that you mine. The geologist profession will give you a 50% chance to get an extra gem when harvesting a gem node. In the early game, I always pick the miner profession because it is more reliable. Picking the miner profession will give you access to the blacksmith profession and the prospect profession. In the early game, pick the prospect profession as you will always be low on coal, and this helps quite a bit. The blacksmith profession, on the other hand, is pretty niche and you will most likely not use it unless you are trying to sell iridium bars for gold. The geologist path will give you access to the excavator profession and the gemologist. I won't lie, the excavator profession will help you find more geodes, but you do not need it. Rather pick the gemologist profession as you will always find gems, or you can duplicate gems with crystallariums and this will increase their value by a massive 30%. It makes a difference, trust me. You will find yourself foraging without even realizing it. Foraging experience is gained whenever you chop down a tree or pick up a forageable item off the floor. Reaching level 5 foraging will give you 2 very good options. The forester profession will simply increase the amount of wood that you will gain from chopping down trees. This is actually really good. The gatherer profession will give you a 20% chance to harvest double the forageables, which is not that good, but it leads to something amazing. If you went the forester route, then at level 10 foraging, you will get to pick pick between the lumberjack and the tapper profession. The lumberjack profession can cause hardwood to drop from chopping down regular trees. This profession is pretty good. The tapper profession is absolutely useless, so don't even bother. It will increase the value of syrups by 25%, but they sell for nothing to begin with. If you picked the gatherer profession, then you will get to pick between the botanist profession and the tracker profession. The botanist profession will cause each and every single forageable that you pick up to be iridium quality. This has a couple benefits. First, it will reduce the amount of inventory space that forageables can take up. Second, it will increase the sell price of these forageables as well as their energy and health gain. And thirdly, this works on truffles. This will cause any truffle to be an iridium quality, and those sell for 1,250 gold each. This profession is insanely good. The tracker profession, on the other hand, will give you this little arrow that will show you where forageables are. It does also work on panning spots, but I don't think this profession is that helpful. I would highly recommend against picking it. I know many of you hate the combat in this game, but it is still there. To gain combat experience, simply defeat enemies. Upon reaching level 5 in the combat skill, you will get to pick between the fighter and the scout profession. The scout profession is a little bit deceptive. It will not increase your critical strike chance by 50%. Instead, it will increase the base critical strike chance by 50%. So if you have 5% chance to crit, well, now you will have 7.5%. The fighter profession is much more reliable in my opinion. If you picked the fighter profession, then at level 10 combat, you will get to pick between the brute profession and the defender profession. The brute profession will increase your base damage by another 15%, while the defender profession will simply increase your maximum health by 25 points. Always pick the brute profession, as a 15% damage increase is much more valuable than a flat 25 extra health. If you picked the scout profession, well, this is where things can get a little bit interesting. The scout profession is actually really good, but only with very specific weapons. If you are running around with a hammer of some sort, like the galaxy hammer or even the infinity gavel, then pick the acrobat profession. The hammer's special move is absolutely broken, and this profession will allow you to use the special move more often. If you are running around with a dagger like the iridium needle, then the desperado profession is going to turn that little dagger into a killing machine. However, if you do prefer to use a sword, just go the fighter and the brute route. It is much more reliable. Now that you have the best professions in the game, check out this video on how you can abuse those professions and get 1,000 iridium more in a single day. Thanks for watching, but for now, I will see you in the next video.